Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do a little swatching for some Born Pretty items that they sent me to review. So what I have here is, this is a Born Pretty gel color, and it is, I believe, 10 mLs. This is a Born Pretty gel color that is 7 mLs. This is the top coat. This is a gel glitter. Does it say how much is in here? I'm sure it does somewhere along the way. Might be too small for me to read it. But the one I was really interested in trying was this here. This is the Born Pretty Pro line. So this is a 15 ml. This is something that we would use in the salon. And it looks like it's a sparkly color. Woohoo! So we're going to swatch these out. I will leave all the descriptions and my or all the links in the description box. So I'm going to save this one for last because that's really the one I wanted to try. Let's start with, you know what, they also sent me a brush. Here I am losing stuff already. So it came with, it says it's a number 2 brush. Because you need this to work with the little pod. So I'm going to start with the little pod first, I guess. Why not? Everything came very nicely packaged. Okay, so here's my story. I'm going to tell you my story. I have been waiting to do the review on these because I wanted to get the whole set of the Born Pretty Pro Trubuty line because I didn't want to just review one color. I wanted to really see what the whole system was about. Unfortunately, your girl here was a little bit stupid, and where's my thing? I'll just use this, I guess. And ordered from a company that was not the Born Pretty store and got scammed hardcore. So even though they had a picture of the Born Pretty Trubuty full 2021 collection that I thought I was going to be all happy to get, yeah, it didn't work good. No. And so I got scammed, and they sent me some piece of crap item that stunk, that is definitely not Born Pretty quality. There's no way I would ever use it in a salon. So if you are going to get Born Pretty, please make sure that you get it from their website so that you know you are getting good product. I have Born Pretty products that in my drawer that I've used for stamping polishes, and I love them. I absolutely adore them. But I don't really mess with their gels a whole lot. I haven't really tried them, so this will be a new experience for me. My clients love chunky glitter. Look at how chunky this is. Look at how chunky that is. So depending on how you want to layer it on, this is a really pretty, it's not a bright yellow gold, it's more of a soft gold, which I prefer. And I'm kind of pillowing it on a little bit because I like a heavier glitter look. If you were to just swipe it on, you would get a very loose glittered look. But I prefer to pillow it on there a little bit because I like the sparklies. They're awful pretty. It's a very pretty color, especially with fall right here, right now. I can see me getting a lot of use out of this color for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Like I said, I just kind of pillow it. And if I see some spots that I think might need a little more, I just go back in and pillow a little more. Look at how pretty that is. I wonder if I have something white to put behind it. Suppose this will work as good as any. Look at how pretty that is. And I'm just going to give it a minute to set. And because glitters, if you look at them from the side, see how they're kind of a little like on the lumpy side. You put them upside down, you get a little bit of self-level. Although this may change where I have my glitter placement. So let's see what it does. Yeah. That's not bad. Didn't change the glitter placement too far off. I would definitely probably use this for an encapsulated, a double top coat at a minimum to make sure that it's sealed in nicely. But it's a beautiful, beautiful color. Go ahead and pop that one in the light. And let me see if I can read this. It's so tiny. Over the Clouds. This one is called Over the Clouds. Okay. And this is available on their website. And so there's that one there. Taking off this brush. Oh, I don't think I have my lid on here right. Okay. So the next one that I'm going to try. Okay, and this one is called Lilac Purple, BWH30. I've not opened it yet, so that's probably not a real smart thing. Oh, come on. Hey, at least you know they're sealed well when they're like this. You know, you don't have to worry about anything getting ruined in shipping because they've packaged them well. There we go. Just take that little bit off. I can always get to this later. Now they have been sitting for a little bit, so I'm going to roll it in my hands a minute just to make sure everything's mixed well. I want to get one of those little mixers. Have you guys seen those little mixers? They look like centrifuge things from in like the medical field, or I've seen them. I've seen them for mixed drinks on the bars, where you go ahead and you put them down and they just swirl everything together. That's always fun. Okay, so this is a smaller bottle. This is a 7 ml, and you can see the color through the little window here. So, from my professional point of view, if you are using these, keep them stored out of the light. UV light goes through those little windows and usually distorts your brushes and cures your gel. But if you're keeping them like in a drawer, it shouldn't be a problem. Oh wow, for one coat, this goes on very nicely. It's not too thick. Some gels go on and they're thick and they're heavy, and they almost are. This is light. It's a lightweight gel. But even at one coat, like, look at that. Very good. Very good. Let's pop that thing in the light and see how that one does. Okay. And once again, that was the Lilac Purple. Looks a little mauvish to me, which I suppose is lilac-y purplish. We'll see. Let's go ahead and open up this one here. This one is BP20. It looks like a nude. It is a 10 ml bottle. Once again, this also has the little window through it. So the same thing. Keep it out of the light. Don't let it sit in out on a shelf somewhere where the natural sunlight can get to it and ruin it. The bottles are nice. There is a difference between the two. The smaller one and the little bit larger one. They're different collections. So I will link those below. Before we start with that, let's go ahead and do a second coat of back over here to the lilac purple. Let's do a second coat. Oops, knocked it over. You know, I'm not even sure that it really needs a second coat, to be quite honest. Definitely 60 seconds in the light is more than enough. Like, I've got no resistance to where something didn't cure properly. It's a beautiful shade. Goes on smooth, clean. We'll put that one in the light again, because I always do 2 coats, except for like that pillowy one that I told you about. Okay. And this one, BP20. And this is a nude-based color. Once again, this one is also very lightweight. You definitely would need a second coat on this one. It's not something you could get away with a full coat, or just a single coat, I'm sorry. I feel like my coffee hasn't kicked in. What the heck? So it definitely needs a second coat. I can see through it for sure. I'll pop that one in the light. And this is the Born Pretty Super Top Coat. Okay, and this is the 7 ml bottle. Look, didn't even need my scissors. I feel like Superwoman. Not really. Okay, let's take this one back out. Y'all, do you see how pretty this is? Look at how pretty that glitter is with the holidays, with fall. Oh my gosh. Now, here's the real test. The real test is if it's super shiny, and it stays super shiny. So we'll go on with the top coat. Turn it upside down, level it out some, because now I know my glitter's not moving anywhere. This is just strictly the top coat. And we'll see if I need a second layer of top coat or not. I'm looking to see what kind of glare I get with it. I'm looking for, I don't know how to explain it, but there's like lines. And the more ripples you have, the less smooth it is. Does that make sense? So when you have a really smooth product and your top coat is smooth, see how like there's like no ripples in that? You can see the light. So you know that this product has gone on smooth. It's a very lightweight top coat. So I think that seems to be part of their product line. Very lightweight, not too thick. Thick gels is not a good thing. But when they're thin, sometimes the opacity is hard to get. Sometimes it's very difficult to get the coverage when they're a thinner gel, and that doesn't seem to be the case with this. So just give it a little flip. And see where the line, see how the line goes? Let me see if there's a, just like you can tell. But even look at those two together. I mean, what a gorgeous combination. Gorgeous combination. Oops. Hope I didn't mess that up. Okay, let's go back over to the beige one, the nudish colored one. Thinner coats are going to cure more evenly than a thick coat. So if you need to do 2 or 3 coats, as long as they're thinner, that's going to be the better option to do. I'm not seeing that this really needs a 3rd coat. I think it's going to be just fine with just the 2. Pop that one back in the light. Once again, that's BP20. The lilac purple is BWH30. The pod of glitter is BP, oh my goodness, can we see it? I'm not sure I can read all those letters. Over the clouds. I will put it in the link, but I'm probably going to have to zoom in to read it because my eyes are not that good. All right. And then the last one, I couldn't wait to open this, so I tried. And it comes out, look at that little box. Look at that little box. So cute. This one didn't have a number on it that I saw to tell me the exact color. But it shows on the top of the lid. I'm going to pop that out just like that. On the inside of the box, it has usage instructions, prep, base, gel polish, top coat. I love that it is, it's a matte finish on the bottle, so that's really fun. I always love that you can see the color on the top. That makes it so nice when you're getting it off the shelf. And I did just find the color number. This is number 3. So it is marked on the bottom. This is number 3. We will see how this goes here. And I'm not shaking this one up or rolling it because I have already played with it once. I put it on one of my clients the other day because I was curious to see what it was. So this is a very pretty silver, very lightweight. Iridescent sparkly there to it. Very sheer, but very pretty. You can probably use this over top of multiple colors, which is I'm actually going to do. I'm going to go ahead, since we've already got top coat. Let's see. We have this one here, and we have that one there. So those are top coated already. This one here does not have a top coat. So let me see what this looks like. I think it'll give you a little bit better grasp. That might have been a boo-boo. And honestly, it's not the top color. It's the combination of the color underneath it and the color on top. So if you were to use this over a different color, it would definitely have a different effect. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all. But hey, you know what? This is how we learn. We try things out, we test them off, and I don't like it, so I'm gonna take it off. But I'm gonna try something else with this, because I'll tell you what I do think was gonna be really pretty with this. I think that pod, this one here, is gonna be very pretty with it. But let's finish up this one first. You would definitely have to put something underneath it, because it is sheer, but not overly. It's kind of one of those medium shears, where I personally don't think that it's good enough by itself, but I'm going to be very cautious with which color I put underneath it. So it's heavy. So I would want to put like a like color underneath it and have this do extra. So whether I would do a white or a silver or a blue would make it look really icy. I wonder what that look like. Ooh, I bet you a blue would be really pretty. Or even over top of a black, it would give you that holographic look. But I love that they're full-size bottles, salon size, color on the top. The numbers on the bottom, but there's no windows, so I don't have to worry about these getting messed up. Let me just play for a minute over here. Back over here. Because I really like this. Let's just see what happens if we do this. I wanted to just kind of ombre fade it up a little bit. It's got some chunkier pieces to it. Move the chunkier ones down a little. What happens if we put it over the whole nail? Why not just go for it? Just go for it. Just a little bit of a light touch to it. You can always go back and add more. Can layer it. Sometimes it's better to start lighter and then add in layers as you go. But that gives you a nice little ombre with some color underneath it, so that gives you an idea of like what it might look like with some color tones under it. Yeah, I think actually, I know that I have clients that would adore that, this combination here. Okay, go ahead and I'm going to put a top coat on this. The top coat, like I said, seems very lightweight, seems to be pretty shiny. It's keeping a shine to it. Just a little bit of glitter. Clean off a little brush. Now, let me feel this one. Okay, so this one is a little bit on the lumpy side, and that's because it's a chunky glitter, and chunky glitters do that. That's nothing to be put off by. So all you do is after you put your top coat on it, or your builder, a clear build, whatever you're going to use there for that middle layer, you just buff it off so that it's more smooth. And I'm not talking over excessive file. Buff that down, run your hand across it. You'll feel where the lumps and bumps are. Like, you can see how it's shiny in certain parts, and then certain parts you can see where my files hit. So that's where it's not as smooth. So I'm just looking for that smoothness to it. You can run your finger over it. I really don't. Make it a little bit heavier file here. You don't want to file down too much because you can distort your glitters. So sometimes glitters will lose their colors if you over file. They'll go silver. You know, if you have, let's say, a blue glitter and you're chunky and you're trying to smooth it out, and you smooth it out and then all of a sudden it turns silver, well, you've just filed off the color off of your glitter chunks. So it's better to make sure that you file on top of whatever base coat or top coat, whatever that you have there. Let's try this one more time then. So even though I've got some spots here that aren't totally flush, I'm gonna see if this is gonna fill it in and give me a smoother look. And then I'm just gonna run a bead right down the center, and I'm gonna flip it. And I can already tell by looking at it from the side that it's already much smoother, which is gonna give me that glassy look, which is what you want. You want that glassy look. People love it when their nails shine like glass. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that one in the light with the top coat on it. And there's the silver. And that's the little bit of the ombre one that we played with there. So, thoughts on these? Chunky glitters are fabulous as long as you know how to work with them. They're so much fun. They can give so much dimension to a nail. Love the Pro line in the size, in the color of the bottle, in the fact that it doesn't have the see-through line in it, and it's still very thin. The other two colors from the collections, I'm in love with the pink one, the one that says lilac purple. I think it's more of a mauve, but whatever. I adore that. That is such a nice neutral shade. It is so pretty. I would definitely use the tar out of that thing. And then this one is the nude based one that they sent me. Didn't get everything off the plastic off of it, but you know, that's okay for right now. So, and then, yeah, this chunky glitter one's my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think these two are my favorite. These two are definitely my favorite. But don't be a dumbass like Nicole and order something from a different website, and that then get screwed up because I was really looking forward to having the whole line of this. I was really looking forward to seeing what that would be like. So order straight from Born Pretty. Then you know you're getting the right stuff, right quality, all that. No mess around with return. Like, you know you're getting a good product. Lesson learned. I got scammed. Don't get scammed. Born Pretty, their website. Links are in the description below. I will go ahead and get some final shots done of this stuff. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a great day. And if you are looking to add some new colors to your gel polish line, these are very reasonably priced. And like I said, they're thin. They go on very nicely. Very, very nicely. So you don't have to worry about anything being too thick in the process. So have a great afternoon. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.